My house, containers go missing. I know that I'm pretty responsible, but there's 3 other people. And things sometimes go missing. So that's why I always love stocking up on items like this, because you're gonna get a set of 8 of your nesting sandwich squares. But does it have to just be sandwich? No, it could be snacks on the go. It could be your leftovers. It could be a midday side that you're bringing with your lunch. It could be bringing, you know, kids open a big bag of marshmallows. Where do you put the mini marshmallows? It could also be crafting supplies, sewing supplies, beads. Okay, so let's walk through the colors.
Yes, let's do that first.
So I have spearmint. That's my favorite color. That's what I use in the kitchen.
Yeah, spearmint's fresh. It's beautiful. I love it.
I also have it in, this must be our rose. Maybe not. Here, come on over with me.
Let's go over here. I think, is that watermelon? I was going to say, that's our watermelon.
Because there's watermelon, which is one of our most limited colors.
Yes.
I also have, oh, there's fewer than 300 in the watermelon. This one right here is your pear. I have slate. We have it in red. We have it in that denim blue. I also have spearmint, that's my favorite color, and then the clear.
Yes.
So capacity on it, it's 2 1/4 cups.
Yeah, which is
designed for a sandwich.
Exactly, but this, with this whole set, you're getting 18, let me make sure I'm right. Yep, 18 cups of storage with this.
Sure.
So that's really nice to know. This is great for the pantry, great for the sandwiches, great for your sides, your leftovers, meal prep, all of that. Here I will show you a sandwich though. So I have a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old. Chances of this sandwich going to school in plastic wrap like this and not getting smashed
and like a lunch pail,
and not getting warm and gross by lunch is not happening. I don't want that either. I have to be honest with you when I'm packing for work. Now you put it in one of our sandwich squares and look how much nicer that is. And you know that by the time lunch comes around, there's nothing smashed in here because your LocknLock lid keeps it airtight and watertight. Everything's fresher longer.
So you could do like a grilled cheese or like a take on a BLT and a soup. You could have a soup and a sandwich because it's still airtight, watertight. Just because it's square doesn't mean you can't put a soup in it.
Exactly. And then if you do want to microwave something, which I will show you in a second, you flip that lid. Okay, we always ask you to flip the lid so that the steam vents out. And I'm telling you, this is a much better way to pack your lunch or your dinner or for the snacks in the road trip, wherever it is that you're going. Let me show you though what 2 1/4 cups looks like with my bow tie pasta here, because I feel like that can be a little bit deceiving.
I'm glad you brought the bow ties because it is a formal Saturday show.
That's right, it totally is, isn't it?
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, there's so much. I don't even know if my plate is my plate.
Yeah. I was like, that 2 1/2, that's quite a bit.
Okay, that's an absolute, you know, two people are eating that for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I mean, maybe at my house, just me, because I do love me some pasta, but I can't eat all that
If it was
any
the night
longer.
before one of my long runs, I would
could eat
have
that whole thing.
myself a very happy 2 1/2 cups of pasta.
Yes, you would.
But you're right, just to give you an idea of the perspective and the amount, right, that you're able to store. You don't have to fill it, but you have options. Oh, you can make a little egg scramble on the go.
That's the thing. So you make your breakfast a lot of times before school, like the night before. I get this going so that because we're always late. We're like notoriously late. So I flip that lid to put it into the microwaves so that everybody gets a nice warm breakfast in the morning, and I'm not standing over the stove, you know, making the scrambled eggs and making the bacon and all the things.
Let me ask you, for meal prep, what's your stress point? Is it breakfast?
Right.
Maybe it's lunch that all of a sudden you're like, and then you make a bad choice, you stop at the convenience store, you get takeout, right? Maybe it's dinner, because by the time you get home from work, it's already late, you've had a long shift and you are hungry. You use these for your meal preps. You could prep your protein and your vegetable. The whole container is 2 1/2 cups.
Yes.
So you do have quite a bit of capacity. Let this take some of the stress off of that. $21.98 gets home all 8. And maybe you say, you know what, I'm going to use 4 in the kitchen, maybe 5, because you've got 5 work days out of the week. But then the other 3, I'm storing tea bags and spices, right, and extra things in the kitchen.
Exactly. And I love that for the pantry, because when you're there's nothing more I think I love than like a clean pantry. That's really organized. I went over to my girlfriend's house last night for the Eagles game.
Nice.
And while we were there, she opened up her pantry, and God, I love her, but boy, was that always a hot mess. It was a hot mess. And last night she opened it up. She had all her LocknLock in there, and she had everything labeled, and she was just proud as a peacock. And so was I. I was like, okay, now you know.
As adults that we aspire, I love an organized pantry. I mean, I used to just dream about a Barbie camper, and now I want an organized pantry.
That's
how
right.
things have changed.
I mean, how things have changed.
But a lot of times we're buying things at the supermarket in bulk or in containers that just don't store our food well.
This does, like,
I've
it
had
comes
these
in
leak
an
on
egg.
me all the time.
Oh, they always leak, and it comes in a little eggshell type of thing like this, right? This plastic container is not airtight or watertight.
Right.
But LocknLock is. So, hold on, I have to make sure I can get this off.
Because your food's going to last longer. You're not going to have any, you know, misses moments where it's like something spills in the refrigerator.
Yes, and then these olives are not cheap, let me tell you. Super expensive to get all of this, but now I know that when I go back in for an olive, the oil's not going to be all over the refrigerator shelf, and that everything's staying fresher
Or you could take that to the party for a little charcuterie board. You get 8.
You can.
So spearmint, that's my favorite color. I also have the watermelon down here. They do nest, so when you're not using them, this is all you have to store. It's super easy. I have the clear right over here. We also have spearmint, which you just saw. The clear has that blue lid too, or seal, I should say, so you know it's there. Here's the spearmint. I have denim blue. We have them in red. We also have it in that slate gray, pear, and watermelon. Give us a call to place your order. It's 1-800-500-7590. Price on this one does go up at the end of the day today. It's a really good time to place your orders.